The focus of this great infrastructure report is to look at Trent University's existing green roofs and other areas on campus that could support future green roof projects. These green roofs contribute to campus greening and sustainability through a variety of components that will be discussed in the next section of this report. Currently, there are 4 green roofs on Trent's Peterborough campus, one over the Chemical Science Building, one on top of the Camp Kawartha Environment Center, and 2 over the Environmental Sciences Building. Many people are unaware of the green roofs of Zossi College, Camp Kawartha, and the Chemical Science Building because unlike the environmental science green roof, they are at ground level when traveling along certain parts of the campus, and the Camp Kawartha Center is away from most of the campus buildings. One green roof of the Environmental Science Building is well known for being semi-intensive, providing a source of fresh produce that is used in some of the campus's healthy food options such as the seasoned spoon. Apart from these 4 green roofs, all the other rooftops on campus are asphalt or loose gravel and do not offer any green benefits. The components that will be measured during this great infrastructure report to determine the sustainability and overall environmental benefits of green roofs on Trent University's Peterborough campus will include impacts on winter/summer energy efficiencies, stormwater management and reuse, and carbon dioxide sequestration. To measure these environmental components, metrics including the Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design, or LEED program, the Urban Performance Evaluation Tool, or PET, and Energy Plus software with David Saylor's EcoRoof Modeling add-on will be implemented. The components that will be measured through the metrics LEED, PET, and Energy Plus are limited to impacts on winter/summer efficiencies and stormwater management and reuse. The last component, carbon dioxide sequestration, will be evaluated through pre-existing records of the materials used in the construction of Trent's existing green roofs and plant species integrated into their designs. To gain more information regarding the Environmental Science Building's green roofs, Royden Moran, the architect who designed these green roofs, and the Environmental Design Group in consultation with Zinco Canada, who constructed these green roofs, should be contacted. To gain more information regarding the Camp Kawartha Environment Center green roof, Jacob Rodenberg, the executive director, Craig Brandt, the Environment Center manager, and Michael Schmore, the property manager, should be contacted. Chris Magwood would also be a reliable source of information regarding material and species composition in the Camp Kawartha Environment Center or any of the other green roof projects on campus, as he is an expert in sustainable building design and has been involved in many green infrastructure projects at Trent University. Unfortunately, no information was found online that could help identify materials and species composition of the Zosky and Chemical Science Building green roofs. It may be beneficial to contact the Trent School of the Environment faculty or Sustainability Office at Trent University. The LEED system will be followed to ensure that all pre-existing green roofs meet LEED standards as well as any future implemented green roofs. Using this system when evaluating green roofs will be beneficial because it provides specific guidelines pertaining to aspects such as habitat protection, reducing urban heat island effect, using recycled and locally sourced construction materials, and optimizing energy performance. Using LEED as a guide during this project may also result in partial or complete certification as a LEED certified green building, as any improvements or new green roof projects will accumulate points under this rating system. The LEED certification website states that green roof systems installed on 50% or more of the roof surface virtually guarantees 2 LEED points and can contribute to an additional 7+ points toward LEED certification. The UrbanScape Performance Evaluation Tool is a software that can be used to identify the performance expected from green roof projects. This software can evaluate winter and summer energy performances and stormwater management performance on an hourly, monthly, and yearly basis. Finally, Energy Plus is a free and open source energy simulation program for buildings. This program will be used with David Saylor's EcoRoof model option, which allows for the simulation of green roofs on model buildings, accounting for things such as radiative heat exchange, convective heat transfer, soil heat conductance and storage, moisture effects, and evapotranspiration from soils and plants. The research steps for this great infrastructure project include an extensive literature review of green roofs and associated benefits and challenges, an extensive literature review of other post-secondary institutions in Ontario that have implemented green roofs on their campuses, such as the University of Toronto, Queen's, and Western, data collection and analysis of winter/summer energy efficiencies, stormwater management and reuse, and carbon dioxide sequestration using the predetermined metrics of sustainability, data collection and analysis of pre-existing green roof productivity as either intensive, extensive, or semi-intensive, pre-existing plant species composition, construction, materials used, building blueprints, and plans for future site development on Trent Peterborough campus, sourcing and development of data collection equipment at each green roof location. This will include portable data logging weather stations, continued monitoring of green roof benefits on Trent's Peterborough campus through continued data collection and analysis using weather stations and predetermined metrics of sustainability, and finally, the development of an annual report that summarizes key findings from data collection and analysis of green roofs at Trent University. This report would be available to the public and could be expanded on to include other green roof projects in the city of Peterborough. The nature of data being collected will consist of readings from weather stations and green roof evaluation tools. Measurements from weather stations will be collected automatically each hour and will run for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The data will be available to be downloaded and accessed remotely, which provides researchers easy access to the data and requires less manual labor than having to collect the data from the source each time it needs to be accessed. Collecting data on an hourly basis allows researchers to see real-time change during different times of the day, month, season, or even year. Being able to access this data remotely at any time will also allow researchers to easily compare data from different times in order to make valuable interpretations regarding any impacts Trent's green roofs are having on the environment. This data will also be made available to the public for anyone that is interested in seeing what impacts green roofs can have. Allowing the public access to this data may contribute to increased support for both this project and the development of more green roofs in the city of Peterborough. Evaluating the success of this great infrastructure project will depend on whether or not the data that is collected demonstrates a positive correlation between green roofs and increased winter/summer energy efficiencies, stormwater management and reuse, and carbon dioxide sequestration in comparison to non-green roofs. The literature that is presently available is very indicative that green roofs do positively impact these environmental components of greening, so it will be interesting to see just how much Trent's green roofs can contribute to environmental sustainability. Implications for Trent University as a result of this project include a developed framework for new green roof projects, increased support for green roofs by the public, a working system for data collection and analysis of green roof efficiencies, revenue saved from decreased heating and cooling costs of buildings that support green roofs, and the potential certification or partial certification of buildings supporting green roofs as LEED approved. This great infrastructure project could also be used to develop a course or program relating to environmental infrastructure. An example of such a program that Trent could adopt is the University of Toronto's Design of Living Infrastructure for Ecosystem Services Network. This program aims to train over 50 undergraduate, graduate, master's, PhD, and postdoctoral researchers in green roof development. The next steps or follow-up research involved with this great infrastructure project will consist of continued data collection and analysis of the identified environmental components to contribute to the publicly accessible database and annual report. Future green roof opportunities on Trent University's campus and across Peterborough will also be evaluated, and a program will be created to promote the development of more green roofs in the city.